115 charges? 60-point deduction? You must be mad. Kvaratskhelia, let's see what's going on.
You wanna know how we do it in Yorkshire? We still get packs and put it in portions. Back then we were smashing up courses. YJ Beamers still get tortured. Course I'm still in the hood, but I might cook food. Check Mike in the orchard. Drink game live, did that off a boredom. Thirsty, go to the barman, saw him. You know how we do it in Leeds, still chasing goals and dreams and peace. Lynch, but my dog still get off beans. Drunk in a cut like we don't need sleep. I don't cheat and sleep. Seats for the week, have you done 20 bar in a week? 5 from the street, I'm knee deep, it's me and Big Mike on the beat.
Good morning, my fellow gooners and goonettes. Now, it's been about a week and a half since I last made a video. You know, I was a bit vexed, found it a bit hard to get over this cup loss. You know, maybe I set my expectations way too high. I was one of those gooners that said the quadruple was very possible. Not very difficult, even though it is difficult, that it was very, very possible. And it was. But also it was very, very possible for it not to happen. For us to lose it, for us to have a bad performance, and for us to go out the way that we went out against a very good City team on the night. Not the best City team on the night, but a very good City team. There's loads of things that I want to touch upon today. We're going back to the 150 charges that City was meant to have been given. Now, obviously, we're in the international break, 2.5, 3 weeks without any club football. So it's come back to light in the media, you know, in the militants. Yeah, I beg you, man, click the like button, subscribe, share it on all your platforms. I'm a gooner conspiracist and I'm sick of letting these people move media militant. So I'm going to start moving media militant myself, yeah? It's come back to light and there's a lot that's going on with this 60-point deduction. And now, if you lot listen to my first one, I said, nah, don't want that happening. And I therefore don't want that happening now. Before, we didn't have a 9-point gap with 7 games left to play. You know, we didn't have that. So, or 8 games for some. We didn't have that. So, I definitely didn't want it then. So, I therefore don't want it now. You think you could try discredit our win? Huh? Our Premier League title with that sort of nonsense? Oopsie daisy. Foolery. Huh? Can't do that to us, man. Listen. Hold that 60 points till next season. We don't want no relegation. We want City right there. We don't want no league given to us. Yeah. What I want is them previous titles taken from them. Just like Chelsea should have got them previous titles taken from. Chelsea's been done now. They've been convicted. Yeah. They've been sentenced. And the sentence is some stupid 3-month custodial as opposed to a 6-year that they should have got. They got some burglary. They did aggravated robbery, analogy. They aggravated robbery and they got some burglary sentence. Huh? Some shoplifter sentence. Huh? Some theft sentence. Huh? All of that there, man. We don't want no 60 deduction. Yeah, no 60-point deduction. I'm telling you, what we all want is we want them to feel the pain at the beginning of the new season. Don't try affect our season. Don't try put a taint on the 2025-2026 season. You know what I mean? Because we're still looking at triple. I don't want anyone to be able to say nothing to us when we walk home with that Premier League title. I know you all want us to bottle it. I know you do. I know you do. I know the media does. They'll have a field day. Everybody would have an absolute field day if we bottle a 9-point lead with 7 games left to play. 7 games for us. 8 for Man City. They would love it. But it's not going to happen. And I'll tell you why it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because the fixtures that we've got left, the decision, the executive decision of our top players to say, you know what? We're not going to do a Gabriel that happened at the beginning of the season. Remember the beginning of the season when Gabriel played for Brazil? Played for Brazil in a friendly at Wembley and got injured. Remember that? I remember that because I was pissed off for a friendly. Are you mad? You lost your mind? Yeah, not this time now. We've got bigger things to worry about. Not damn friendly. Yeah, got bigger things to worry about. And that is titles. That is putting your name down in history for the last 20 years. No player's name down in history since the Invincibles, you know, just to let you lot know. Yeah? And when I say, oh, you goonettes, I hope, I don't want to jump to conclusions, you goonettes have been around since Fabregas, and Van Persie, Alexis Sanchez, Senderos, Sagna, Clichy. I hope you lot have been around from then. Because if you lot have just started coming around these past 6 years, I don't want to hear it. You lot all over social media getting the views. And for all we know, you supported Tottenham a couple seasons back. You supported Chelsea a couple seasons back. But you want to jump on the Arsenal bandwagon. You want to jump on the goonery. You want to jump on the cannon. I'm doing this cannon. You want to jump on the cannon now. But I'm jumping to conclusions. You lot might have been Arsenal supporters. Let's just hope you are loud Arsenal supporters. Me personally, I've always been a loud Arsenal supporter. I just decided to take it to social media because I'm sick of repeating myself, and I'm sick of having to listen to these narratives every time I watch punditry. Cause I like watching my punditry, and I got to sit there and soak up the punditry that I'm hearing. It made me think, you know what? We need a gooner to come on here. I know AFTV's doing the thing. I know they're the starter of the thing. But anyway, right. So as you can see, we've got some transfers here. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Yeah, has got some fantastic news. Let's hear this.
After Mohamed Salah is leaving, but let's start by Arsenal because of the double swoop that people are talking about. Let me just say a couple of things first. Hit the like button, people, if you guys are here. The like button pushes this video to new viewers. Let me know in the comment section if you guys think these deals can happen or not, and if they can't. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new. And let me start by why this news makes a lot of sense. Arsenal are investigating a deal for Kvaratskhelia in anticipation of the considerable reshuffle in the summer. The players' camp understood to be open. That's what Miguel Delaney said. And Miguel Delaney is kind of a trusted source. And him saying that Kvaratskhelia is open to join Arsenal, I know a lot of people come and say, why would he leave PSG to join Arsenal? Because again, I'm going to repeat, the shine of the Premier League is much more than Ligue 1. Yes, you play for PSG, but you're not covered in...
Listen, if Kvaratskhelia, that's how you say it, Kvaratskhelia signs for Arsenal, game over. I don't think you lot understand. He's the only person that I would say, I don't mind if we don't get Vinicius Jr. Now, who I would prefer is Vinicius Jr. But oh my God, if we could get Kvaratskhelia, then I would not be bothered about Vinicius Jr. I really wouldn't. I like, this guy is so quality. I never even heard of him until last season, until we played PSG in the semi-finals. The two legs, and for a tall guy, his dribbling, his technique, his way of taking on players is sublime. His end product is sublime. I really like him as a player, and it only took that one match to watch him. I realized that this guy is cut from a mold that I fuck with. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of Arsenal supporters and the players fuck with this guy. You know what I mean? But Vinicius, for the star quality, Brazilian again. For the attitude, we kind of need that arrogant sort of person. You know what I mean? We need that arrogance, and I would love that arrogance on the opposite side of Saka. Create a bit of balance, because Saka's humble, and sometimes I feel he might be a bit too humble. His humbleness to me, is part of the reason why his form has gone the way it's gone. So yeah, Vinicius definitely for me.
The media, like, when you're covered at Arsenal in the Premier League or Barcelona or Real Madrid or Man City or Liverpool or Manchester United, more coverage for you. In PSG, you're only covered when the Champions League comes through, which is how many games a year? You know what I mean? So Kvaratskhelia, if he wants to actually, and I'm going to tell you something, he's 25 years old. If he wants to be taken seriously in his career, he needs to join somewhere in La Liga, or in my opinion, in the Premier League. And La Liga or the Premier League. It's either Barcelona or Real Madrid, or you join a club in the Premier League. But it looks like there are Arsenal in him. It looks like he's open to the move. What does Kvaratskhelia offer? In my opinion, people need to be worried if Arsenal get Kvaratskhelia on the left. Because how strong the midfield is, how strong the defense is. Imagine if they have a difference maker like Kvaratskhelia up top. It will change everything. It will change the equations for Arsenal. As I kept saying, the way Arsenal play, they need someone to take it upon themselves to make changes in the game. And Kvaratskhelia does this. We've seen him at PSG against Chelsea, where he's taking it upon himself to dribble a couple of players, take a fantastic shot. And that is what Arsenal need. Arsenal need players to step out of the line that Mikel Arteta draw. They need players to be able to express themselves on the pitch, to be different. And Kvaratskhelia offers this. Since he was at Napoli, the guy is electric. He's so quick. He dribbles in tight spaces. He shoots from outside the 18. He is someone that will shake the Premier League and will have people in shock, to be honest with you. So for me,
and this is exactly what I mean. This is why I'm saying Vinicius or Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, I hope I'm saying it right, Kvaratskhelia. Like any of them two, because of the quality they bring, like their dribbling, their confidence on the ball is going to be the thing that just gets rid of this low block bullshit that people want to put on us and try and make it like we're the boring team. When this happens and teams open up, we open up. You know what I mean? We're gonna do that. And when this guy is able to open up these teams that don't want to open up, they're gonna have nowhere to hide. Yeah, most of the teams are gonna have nowhere to hide. I can't wait for it. I can't wait, and I hope this happens. Vinicius just looks like he's out of reach, to be honest. Real Madrid ain't selling him unless he's going for 250 mil. I don't even think he's going anything less than 200 mil, personally. Real Madrid don't have to sell. They won't sell. And if he definitely is not that asked about going, then he definitely ain't going to sell. Brazilian players aren't that bothered about leaving Real Madrid. Just put it that way. They never are. Once they are at Real Madrid, they are not bothered about leaving Real Madrid. Don't know whether that's because of Ronaldo. There's something about Brazil and Real Madrid that just, it's hard to purchase a Brazilian player from Real Madrid. Am I the only one that's noticed? So Kvaratskhelia seems a bit more in reach and a bit more realistic. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Share this to all platforms. Yo, I watched a bit of Insiders, you know, because if there's one thing I like about Expression is his unapologeticness of being himself and the honesty of his dishonesty. Yeah, I like how honest you are about how dishonest you would be. And that might be covering yourself in case you get kept. But listen, you're just a funny guy.
Another day, another manager sacked. They say it was mutual consent. They can spin it like a John Cena WWE championship for all I care. All I know is Spurs can't keep a man like Kim Kardashian, blood, like Wendy Williams, fam.
I don't know whether he's got this written down yet. He's either got this written down or he's just a walking simile machine. Because I just hear simile, pon simile, pon simile, pon simile. Man don't even bother with metaphors. He's just similes.
From Tudor to the door. It's over, fam. Why did they give him the job in the first place? Tell me why, like the Backstreet Boys. These owners are kicking us while we're down like Kurt Zuma's cat. We don't deserve this. This man was brought in to save us from relegation, and he has as much experience in the Premier League as he has Kane Rowe in his hair, fam. Make it make sense. We brought him in to get points in the Premier League. This man's probably got more points on his driver's license, because every time we hold licks, he's gone in 60 seconds like Nicolas Cage on a Dominic Toretto thing. Man's got tunnel vision like Kodak Black. He's out of there. 0 wins in 5. And the majority of them games, we get folded like a packet of tobacco. Pulled apart like a cheese string, fam. All while we have 5 at the back, blood. So many defenders on the pitch.
So, as you know, Tottenham's going down. As you know, Tottenham sacked the manager. As you know, we've seen this coming all season. I don't really chat to many Tottenham fans, you know, but if I tell you one thing about the Tottenham fans I chat to, they've still, no matter what, got so much chat for us. They're in a relegation battle, but they have chat about us bottling it. Bro, you lot bottled the league. Yeah, and I'm not on about the league title. You lot bottled staying in it. What do you mean? I don't want to, you know, Tottenham man chat about what Arsenal do again, because you lot watch us too much. You need to be watching your own team. Don't be watching us, yeah? And that's what I like about Expressions. You don't have nothing to say about Arsenal. I don't hear him say nothing about Arsenal. He's got no chat, yeah? And that's his honesty. Can't chat to man, yeah? Can never chat to man. And I'm glad he knows that. Just chat about your own team, yeah? Chatting about our team will make you fall into depression. Chatting about other people's team, yeah? Right. So, going back to Chelsea. You know, Chelsea have been fined 10.75 million by the Premier League and handed a 1-year transfer ban, suspended for 2 years, meaning that they've been given a 1-year transfer ban, but it's suspended, so they can still transfer for the next 2 seasons. Correct me if I'm wrong. So not only did they have so much time to do what they needed to do last summer transfer window and the winter transfer window, but they'll have another 4 transfer windows to get set up for their year ban. Don't agree with it, especially with what's been happening with Nottingham Forest. Seems like all the small clubs are getting punished and the big clubs are getting away with murder, mafia thing. You know what I mean? They're getting away with it. And I don't think it's the way we need to be going if we're going to be showing a good example for the Premier League. You know, if we're going to give out a punishment, we give out a proper blood clot punishment, not these little skiddy daddly punishments that's just making other big clubs think, yeah, you know what, we'll do that, we'll cooperate and we'll see where it takes us. We'll still benefit. Whatever we've won during that time, we still get to keep. Like, I'm calling that whatever they're convicted of doing between whatever time and whatever time, that titles get stripped, even if it's not given to the person who's second. No winners. Nobody won that cup. Nobody won the Premier League title that year. It's inconclusive, yeah? Disqualified. Whatever word you want to say that says that team did not win it. They need to get the comeuppance. Can't be thinking you can just do this and get away with a 10 million ban. 10 million. Your cheapest player earns that in a year. What do you mean? Huh? Certain man earned that in friggin' 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks. Huh? Get out of here, man. Nah, man, I don't agree with it, man. I don't agree with it. So all of that there needs to kind of be put out, and we need to just start moving and doing things correctly. But as I said, I don't agree with it. Look, even this, look, the Chelsea situation add-ons to the confusion. Chelsea admitted to historical financial breaches around 47 million in hidden payments. Still only got a 10 million fine, transfer-related punishment. What? Because the new owners self-reported and fully cooperated. As I already just said it, man. I just said it. Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Look, Nottingham Forest. There you go. Handed a 4-point deduction by the Premier League. In Premier League history, there's only been 2 points deducted up until this season. First Everton and now Nottingham Forest. So this 60-point deduction needs to happen. It needs to happen. Not no 4-point deduction. Not no 10-point deduction. 60 points. And you know what it needs to do? It can't even just be all at once. I don't want Man City getting relegated. Who wants that? I'm not going to wish that on Man City. Before this rivalry, I liked Man City when Man City was building their way up and Sean Wright-Phillips was on the team. I liked Man City. I can't even lie. And I don't not like them because of the competition that they're bringing, because of the stuff they're winning. I don't like them because to find out they're a cheater. I don't like them for the same reason I've never liked Chelsea. I never called them a cheat, but I knew what they was doing wasn't right. I knew that they was buying players to not play them. I knew that wasn't right. I knew that was ruining players' careers. I knew they was buying players just so other clubs couldn't buy the player. We all knew that. I'll shout it again. Dembaba. Bought him so Arsenal didn't buy him. And I'm saying Arsenal because we was front runners for him. Offered him double the amount of the wage, sat him on the bench and played him in domestic cup matches. No Champions League, no Premier League matches. He had a couple sub-caps, I think. I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even know if he started a Champions League game. I don't even know if he started a Premier League game. But I know he came on as a sub a few times. That's it. But he started all the cup games. Bought a man to be a cup player who was danning it up in Newcastle. You know what I mean? Danning it up. Now we'll go to Man City. 60-point deduction. Relegation incoming. Verdict soon. Do not relegate. Please, please. In the reality, no official updates. No confirmed timeline. Yeah, keep it that way. As we know, even if they are found guilty tomorrow and sentenced to a 60-point deduction, Man City is just going to appeal it. Please, Man City, appeal it. Don't feel like, oh yeah, we've lost it anyway. We'll just take the punishment now. Because you're just going to take away from as Gunners, our hard work and exactly what we deserve. And what we deserve is recognition. What we deserve is the right to feel like winners, because we are winners. Can't take that away from us, man. We deserve that. Where did the rumours come from? Kieran Maguire said on Overlap last month, punishment was likely to be around 60 points. Some sources claim the verdict was likely over Easter, but they are now saying it is more likely in the summer. When I first seen it all over contents and stuff, I'm thinking, right, has there been some sort of development? And as I sit there and listen, I'm thinking, right, moving media militant. Yeah? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
You wanna know how we do it in Yorkshire? We still get packs and put it in portions. Back then we were smashing up courses. YJ Beamers still get tortured. Course I'm still in the hood, but I might cook food. Check Mike in the orchard. Drink game live, did that off a boredom. Bursty, go to the barman, saw him. You know how we do it in Leeds, still chasing goals and dreams and peace. Lynch, but my dogs still get off beans. Drunk in a cup like we don't need sleep. I don't cheat and sleep. Seats for the week. Have you done 20 bar in a week? 5 from the street. I'm knee deep. It's me and Big Mike on the beat.